Okay, so just wanted to point out a few things that I found that have been causing me issues. One is to get the pointer to show up, I actually have to click right on my thumbstick, which is odd. I don't think that's what it was actually telling me to do before. And to select something, it's actually the B button on the right stick, which I don't think is what it was saying to do before. So yeah, I click that, begin setup, and I've got it so it's actually showing my trackers now, so that's good. And to grab the model, it's the B button on the left controller, which I believe it says left trigger, pick up the avatar, but that's not what works. Right trigger, select a tracker. No, it seems like the triggers are the B buttons instead of the actual trigger buttons. Anyway, okay, so pick a tracker, select a foot, and that is obviously not right, because that is that's the waist, so I can just fix that. First I'll pick the feet. So T3. Okay, so I got my feet. And you notice how if you can see my actual feet, that's where the trackers are. But in here, it's got them like turned up like the heels. Like I'd have to actually be on my tippy toes for the feet to actually look like they're laying relatively flat. Anyway, and so now here's one issue I have. So I got the tracker on my front here, and so I click T1, and then I click the front. It works. Okay. Well, it didn't do that before. Usually what I do though is I want to have it on the back. And so shoot. Okay, let's do this. This is what it normally looks like when I click T1 and I put it on the back. See, I put the belt all the way around, so now the tracker's on my back. But if I click this and click back, it isn't doing anything. And so it's almost like I have to keep it on my front. It prefers that over anything else. If I don't do that, then it's like, no, this isn't going to work. Okay, so I also notice how, for some reason, my pelvis in my model is sticking out really far, and so I try and fix that by using the directional controls. So if I put this so it's facing the front again, and now if I go over to my keyboard, if I click back so that the check mark goes in, it seems to be working a little bit. A little too much. I feel like I'm leaning forward, which I don't understand. And to fix my feet, oh, hold on, I must have lost tracking for a second. Okay, to fix my feet, if I tap any of the keys, you'll see the foot suddenly just snaps down. Okay. Okay, well actually that's working better than before. So that's good. I'm going to go ahead and save that. The other thing is though, saving the trackers doesn't save the avatar settings, which is a problem because, you know, it would be nice if everything was saved, not just those few things. And so let's see, avatar scale. Although that's saved. That's saved from before. I guess I don't know what's being saved and what isn't being saved. Like, because I don't remember what these default settings were. So it might be good to have some option that at least it says save everything when you close the program or something like that. Just so people are like, okay, I know everything was saved that I put in before. But I know that like my arm lengths and leg lengths are not saved because I did not have them right there. That seems to reset every time. And so that's confusing. I'm not sure exactly what to do there. Anyway, so my legs seem to be looking pretty good, actually. My arms, I need to make them smaller. Just a little bit. Like that, maybe? That's about right. And it would be nice if I had some way that I could just use the thumbstick and just move them gradually instead of having to click it. Maybe that's just because these controls aren't properly mapped. Maybe that's how it's supposed to normally work, but I can't get it to work that way. The only way I can get it to work is by like eyeballing that clicking. So anyway, that's about right for my arms. Well, okay. I am still leaning forward a little, which is a little odd. I don't know how to fix that. When I've tried to click the head, if I go into here and I try and like click HMD and then the visor, it screws everything up. Of course, now that I'm gonna try it, it might not actually do anything, and it doesn't actually do anything. Okay, well, then maybe I just wasn't doing it right. Although I see that the thing's down there, not up there by the visor. So that's kind of confusing. Is that fixing it? I'm not sure. Although my feet just went crazy again. I don't know why that happened. I just feel like I need to put it back the way it was. Just so it... God, I just want to save it or load it. I just reload it. Nope, that didn't do anything. That didn't fix it. My feet are still going weird. I don't know why. It's like my toe is... Okay, I don't know what's going on with the feet. Yeah, that seems off. But... So yeah, the controllers, the mapping seems off, and for some reason I can't put this tracker on my waist, on my back. Anytime I try and do that, if I start with it on my back, like my whole torso is completely 180, and that's a problem. And so then I just have to move the belt around so the tracker's in the front, but I'm going to be leaning over, bending down a lot, and it's going to get obscured, and that's going to be a problem. So anyway, that's kind of where I am right now. Just wanted to kind of give you an idea of my feelings so far using the product. Thank you. I appreciate your time.